James, come on. This young man's name is James, and he wants to do some spoken word. I told him we're really short on time, but he's going to do a little quickie. Yeah.
All right. Hey, I'm James, and I just recently discovered a talent with poetry, so I've got one for you guys. I've got a pretty cool message. This one's called Source. Let me take you on an adventure through my mind. This is a place that can bend both space and time. There is no doubt that here you'll find that in the most darkest of places, light finds a way to shine. No matter the trials or no matter how dark, my mind is easily the quickest way to my heart. My mind is a gateway both sweet and tart. It is filled with various forms of art. Some the eye may find displeasing, and some the ears may find misleading. Some so brutal may cause some bleeding, but you will see as you're proceeding, my mind is simply a place for dreaming. It's beautiful and vivid and out of control, only out of control if I choose not to grow. So my friends, as a river or as the sea, go with the flow so you can see exactly the life your heart has painted for thee. There are colors and sounds of all different sorts as you make your beautiful journey back to the source.
All right, James, we'll have him back for some more next week. I just ran short of time. My friend James here is going to do some of the a poem for you, the spoken word, a rare thing these days.
Thank you. Thank you. So, my name is James Curtis Pouncey Jr., and I'm born and raised in Cocoa Beach, Florida, 24 years old, and I've also always had a message of love waiting to be expressed. I use basketball, I use relationships, I even tried drugs as a means of expression. But in all that, I found my best asset was poetry. It all happened after I thought my life was coming to an end. Here's The Desire to Love, my self-published book, and yeah, here I go. I'm a little nervous. The end is near, but do not fear. We will restart just like every year. So resolute to hold your peace, recruit your inner divinity. As you see, when all things end, it's just a button for something new to begin. We all need a little love, or a lot, but not the Hollywood type of love. Love is patient, love is kind. Love is a product of the heart, not the mind. Love is present near or far. Love shines like the brightest star. Love does not boast, it is not proud. Love makes you feel as if you're on a cloud. Love is not visible, although you see that love will shift you like the sea. Love gives credit when it's due. Love will never take away from you. Love supplies when nothing's there. Love gives and receives like trees in air. Love has the power to make you cringe, but love will also keep you open like a hinge. Love can hurt, this much I know, that love is the only source that will make you grow. Love is God, and God is love, so when you need answers, just look above. Thank you. Thank you. When we find a love for ourselves, everything begins to make sense. One day, it'll all make sense. It'll come in the form of something past tense. It'll be a feeling that we felt before, but a feeling that is now considered folklore. Today, life for all is superficial. We accept things in life that drain our soul and our mental. This may not be intentional, you see. There's just so much in the world that is powered by greed. It can be your friend saying, drink this beer, smoke some weed. This still serves as a selfish action to me. In a time or a place where we need some advice, it's the people closest to us that deliver the ice. The ice in our veins so we can numb the pain. Together in silence, we now sit there in vain. Rather than thinking and plotting about how we will reign, we would rather sit on a couch but feel high as a plane. This is where mediocrity is built. We are now stuck halfway between feeling pleasure and guilt. And even though we feel strong about this wall we have built, inside our hearts we are as unstable as a blind man on stilts. With our mind, we must now take some action by living daily with devotion and the biggest flame of passion. We now tap into the real meaning of compassion, which leads to an ultimate sense of satisfaction. This sense won't be found in a bottle or some tree. Actually, the source of this happiness is found within thee. So love yourself and the expression you are, because that source of your happiness, it comes from a star. And that star is each and every one of you. Where's that?
Yep. good. We'll do more later.
Yeah.
James will be back, right?
So, in the darkness, you were lost, but you found that ray. Now you're found. This one's called Lost and Found. You were lost and found, how profound, that I would be the lucky one to show you around. I will take you here, I'll take you there. Just let me take you everywhere. From the tallest mountains to the most simple parks, I'll even show you the way to my heart. I love how we have connected so soon. It was like when lightning hits the ground in the month of June. In times when your life is a swirling typhoon, I will provide light in your darkness, much like the moon. You've got a smile so bright, it can light up the room. A smile so bright, it even shifts my mood. From sad to happy, and happy to sad, dang it. From had to sappy and mad to glad, you may be the greatest treasure I've ever had. I'm not just saying this, it's something I'll prove. I'll treat you like a delicate flower ready to bloom. I'll nourish your brain and I'll water your heart, but also give you mine so you can pick it apart. Please tell me, how beautiful does that sound? We were both once lost, but now together we are found. So in life, we all gotta take a risk. And prior to this risk, I had a very hard time figuring out what I desired. But what I desire is very clear now. A love from you is what I desire. So please come here and lift me higher. I scream for you like a screeching tire, but with a lack of response, I choose to retire. They say that you are present within, but all I want to do is sin. I beg and plead that you show your face. I'm like a rat in a wheel, I'll never win this race. You give me a glimpse of what life can be. Immediately, without cause, you strip it away from me. A taste of happiness here, and a glimpse of joy there. You give me that feeling like his mom, like when a kid's mom takes him from the fair. In the end, it's only temporary, these feelings that I feel. Being at my worst always leads to some wounds to be healed. With that being said, I do not complain, although I am trapped in the deepest of pains. A love from you is what I desire. It's the basic foundation of any empire. If I do not find it soon, my heart will most certainly burst like a balloon. Before I leave, well, not leave, I'm still gonna be here, but before I step off the mic, I have 3 poems I wanted to give away. And if you guys have an Instagram and follow me on Instagram, the first 3 people to follow me can pocket these poems and you can follow me on my journey. Even if you don't have an Instagram, come get in contact with me.
All right, James. All right, James.